Good afternoon, Abbotsford residents. I'm here in beautiful British Columbia, Abbotsford, BC. Before I begin, Happy New Year. We're here on New Year's Day. Today I thought I'd do a podcast. I was asked by Abbotsford residents the other day about the Soji, and today they want to ask me about the nurses and what took place here in Abbotsford and what's affecting Abbotsford's seniors and residents. Today I'm with Abbotsford's nurses, some of the finest that look after our seniors and our families here in Abbotsford, BC. But we have a problem. We have Dr. Bonnie Henry had laid these nurses off. No longer can they look after my mom or your mom. They've been officially terminated under Dr. Bonnie Henry's M.O. We want to change that for Abbotsford residents. Abbotsford residents, along with me, want to see a program implemented and pushed down by the BC Conservatives and the BC United, that these nurses should be able to come in and work for the consumer pays, and then BC Health will reimburse us for that. We know we have herd immunity now from this coronavirus, and we know this. But our medical system is in turmoil. Our nurses have been treated very, very bad. At the height of the coronavirus, we expect the nurses always to do their job, wear their gloves, be very diligent of what they do. But what we had at the height of the coronavirus was our M.L.A, Michael de Jong, gathering to endorse Dave Sadu for City Council at the height of the coronavirus, where the blunt of our nurses were hit to be laid off. The man was ignorant to what took place at the height of the coronavirus, and our nurses were treated unfairly. Today, I'll ask a few of our nurses to speak today of what they have seen with the nurses here in Abbotsford, leaving our province and everything. If you may.
Yes, I have had friends that have gone and worked in the United States and still are. They cross the border every day. Rather than serving our population here in Abbotsford, I know of nurses that have gone to Alberta and to other provinces in Canada. But yeah, that leaves a big hole in our system here where we don't have people to do the care that is required.
I know nurses who have changed professions. They've gone and become teachers. They have started cleaning homes. They have opened daycares, and they're trying to do the best that they can to make sure they pay their bills and meet their financial needs, and aren't even using their full scope of practice in any way, shape, or form.
Many people that I come across that know I'm a nurse are so surprised that I'm not back at work. We talk about all across Canada that all of the nurses have been brought back to work, except for here in BC. So the question is, what science are we following? If it's political science, that's not correct science.
And I'll come from the other end. I've gone into hospitals to help out with care with just people that I know, because it is so horrific. The lack of staff. I just feel so badly for the girls that are there, the and the men, and yet here we are. We could be in there working and helping, and it just doesn't make any sense to me.
So these are our fine nurses here in Abbotsford, but not just in Abbotsford, but across the province. It will take people like us to stand up now and push back the NDP, David Eby, and Dr. Bonnie Henry to get these people back to work and stop the games. Also, these people financially have been suffering too because they've been laid off. They spent years training for this position to be laid off with no probable cause and be let go. Abbotsford residents see the BC Conservatives climbing 66% in the polls. We're hoping that the BC Conservatives, their number one objective before anything, as they seek for the leadership of the province, is to help the nurses across the province of BC and get them back to work and help families. I'm live in beautiful British Columbia, Abbotsford, BC, at M.L.A's Michael de Jong's office, where he should be on this issue, helping these nurses, being the opposition. And again, Mike can't do it because he's friends with Pamela Alexis. Live, ladies and gentlemen, Abbotsford, BC. Happy New Year.